Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jumper and today I'll be doing my top 5 features that could make a return in Pokémon Legends Z-A. Now, last week when I released a video talking about some Pokemon that could get Megas, so Mega forms, and this video is going to be something similar to that, where instead of focusing on Pokemon that could get um, new forms. I will be going over some of the new features that or either new or old features from previous games that could be seen in Legends AZ or ZA. I'm probably going to be saying ZA or AC throughout the course of this video, so I do apologise. So yeah, so to start off with, for number 5, is new Mega Forms. Now, I would say this is probably highly likely because Mega Evolution is a well-loved gimmick mechanic thing in the Pokemon series that none of the other gimmicks have come close to topping Mega Evolution. Because you've got, Z moves, Terrestrialization, Dynamax and Gigantamax, and they are all interesting features. I just think with Mega Evolution, it's just very well known and it's really fun just to see certain Pokemon just change design, and along with the design, sometimes a different typing or additional type to go with the original typing, that sort of thing. So seeing new Mega forms could be something cool, and I just really love Mega Evolution. So yeah. For number 4 is new regional forms. Now, regional forms is nothing new. It's been around since Gen 7, so Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and it's been around for quite a while. So I would say that we could get to see some regional forms, but I highly doubt that. Because X and Y were before we got regional forms, but it would be nice to see any Pokemon having regional forms. It's kind of like how in Legends Arceus we did get to see some Hisuian versions of other Pokemon, so Hisuian Gudra, Hisuian Samurott, Decidueye, and Typhlosion. So there is a possibility that we could get to see new regional forms, maybe of the starters, maybe of other Pokemon from other regions, maybe. But we just have to see and if that feature is going to make a return. For number 3, it's a focus on Xerneas and Yveltal. Now, with Xerneas and Yveltal, we kind of got some background lore into them. That being with Xerneas, he's more of like this bringer of life, whilst with Yveltal, he's more of the taker of life. Because Yveltal absorbs all life around it and becomes a cocoon, while Xerneas becomes this. Well, I think gives life or something into the earth, and basically becomes like this tree thing. So we could get to see more of a focus with them. Maybe throughout the game we get to see like some sort of confrontation between them. Because it could be like Yveltal could be destroying the inhabitants of the Kalos region, and Xerneas is trying to bring life back into it, wherever Yveltal goes. And throughout the main game, Yveltal is getting closer and closer to Lumio City, and Xerneas is not too far behind him. So we could see something like that. For number 2 is more of a focus on Zygarde. Now, you could say that this could be part of the previous point, but I feel like with Zygarde, it deserves its own spot because Zygarde in X and Y barely got anything. The only time he saw Zygarde was in the post game, and you could only catch him in his like 50% form, and then you got to basically collect all of his like cells in Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, I believe. And yeah, he barely got a lot of the limelight when compared to Xerneas and Yveltal because they were the box art legendaries of their respective games, and Zygarde is known of being like sort of like bringing balance to nature, from what I believe. So it's kind of like the Rayquaza or something, I believe, of the Kalos region, where with Rayquaza he's trying to like make sure that both Kyogre and Groudon don't fight. Zygarde is kind of like that, but try and balance the whole thing of nature. I believe I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. So yeah, and I feel like this is going to 100% this is going to 100% be more focused on Zygarde than with Xerneas and Yveltal, because Zygarde, we don't really know that much about him apart from some like Pokédex entries and some of the stuff we know about him from the Pokemon XYZ anime. So I feel like if we do get to see more of Zygarde, I do hope we get to see like more like he starts off as like a single cell, and then he becomes his 10% dog form, and then his 50% giant earth snake dragon thing, and then his 100% form like at the end of the game. So I do hope this game focuses more on Zygarde than the other legendaries in Kalos. And for number one is Bond Phenomenon starters. Now, the Bond Phenomena was shown off in the anime with Ash and his Greninja, so we could see something similar, or basically something like that, in Legends Z-A. And we even got something like that in the mainline series, that being in the Sun and Moon demo, where you could get a Bond Phenomena Greninja, and we could see something like that with the starters, whichever ones we get in ZA, and it'll be something quite interesting to see because the Bond Phenomena is known as being like this sort of rare occurrence between trainer and Pokemon, where they're so in sync that the starter kind of resembles their trainer. So I could see like something like that happening. Like we choose our starter, and then they give the Bond Phenomena, and then they look more like our character. So like, and it could be like different, like depending on what color scheme for our clothes. It could be like, let's say a black cap, a blue shirt, and a red coat or something. It could be something like that with the starter, where like some parts of his body resembles part of like clothing or something like that. Kind of similar to Ash's Greninja, where he had like the spiky hair on the side of his head, the red part of his face, to resemble Ash's hat, and like the half circle thing that's based on Ash's shirt, or his like short sleeve shirt coat thing. So it'd be really something quite cool to seeing something like that, and it could be part of the game where we're building up or rebuilding or rebranding or something like that, from what I remember from the trailer, Lumio City. So it'd be something really cool to see, just seeing all starters getting the Bond Phenomena treatment, and this could be something really cool to see. So yeah. So that's been my top 5 features that could appear in Pokemon Legends Z-A. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.